run them. I can't.
That sounds a lot better though. Sounds pretty good actually.
Pretty crisp on the computer, huh?
Yeah. Alright, I went live. Oh man, you starting Devon A. Chain or A. Chan or whatever, or you starting Jacoby Myers?
1 second, man. I gotta grab my phone and do two-factor authentication. You said a chain or who?
Or Myers?
A chain? Ow. Or Myers.
I like Myers.
Jacoby Myers?
Yeah, I like Jacoby Myers against the Chargers, but he also has a different quarterback this week, which could or could not help him. I have Jacoby right now. I feel like I'm just gonna go Jacoby.
I think I like Jacoby better, but it just sucks because like, who the hell knows what a chain's gonna do? Like last week, they had obviously unlimited touches for both those guys because of how the game played out, and the defense didn't do anything to stop them.
But now you got the Bills matchup, so.
But the Bills, they're no pushovers, so. Yeah, I mean, I like Jacoby Myers, man, but I'm probably wrong.
Yeah, I took him out of one league because I have Kamara, and I'm like, okay, at that point, I think I just need to go Kamara. But
Gosh, my trying to figure out what to do here. Sorry, I think I got it. Like my face is off center. I'm trying to figure out why.
because your computer's pointed more to one side than the other.
I'm trying to figure out which side.
Fucking Bijan, bro. He had 6 points earlier when I looked, and now also he's at 16. See, I knew I should have got Jacksonville, bro. I could have had my dub already wrapped up.
It's crazy Bijan's got 16 when they've been behind the entire game.
He just got 5 receptions for 32, and then he's got the 105 yards rushing, so he must have done something.
Oh, man. Using a Mac for this is such a pain in the butt. Let's see. Do I pop out that video chat? Make it tiny in the corner. Oh, that's about as small as it goes. That's pretty big.
That's what he said.
Yeah, I think most of my teams are set. Like I'm working on it, but
Black shit, dog.
Zay Flowers or Tutu Atwell. I'm going Tutu Atwell.
Yeah, I definitely like Tutu better.
It is standard, but I think Zay Flowers benefits the same amount that Atwell does from standard.
I mean, I will just gets more yards usually. I mean, at the end of the day.
Yeah, I just don't understand that one guy that traded away Garrett Wilson for him for Zay in a dynasty.
In the Dynasty, that's kind of fucking ballsy.
Not only that, he threw in a 3rd-round pick with Garrett Wilson.
Well, that's really living on one side.
Yeah, it's not like it wasn't necessary the extra pick, but whatever. Everybody in the league was roasting him, and then he got like super defensive and was like getting pissed off at everybody.
He should be roasted. He deserves to be roasted after that shit.
Yeah, it was pretty bad, but whatever. Oh, I actually do have one question. Where are you? What's going on? What's going on?
Mixon or Ford. That's
Ooh.
actually kind of close.
That's close. I think I go Jerome Ford though.
I feel like my first instinct is to do that.
I'm playing Jerome Ford over most players right now.
I mean, he really only. I don't know. He got 2 touchdowns last week. Without the touchdowns, he really didn't have that good of a day. But he also went against Tennessee. Could get more involved this week. Mixon has a Tennessee matchup this week, though. Yeah, I would just go Ford, honestly. I don't think Mixon has very much upside at all against Tennessee.
I'm playing Jerome Ford over T. Higgins this week.
And we might see, I feel like we might see Kareem Hunt take the ball more than we did last week, which could eat into Ford. But, you know, we'll see. I just think the upside is way higher there right now, at least for this next game.
Well, and Ford's getting the red zone touchdowns in standard. That's what you want, right? So,
yeah, and he caught the ball. Got a touchdown catch, too. So,
yeah. Njoku or Ertz or any of the streaming options like Thomas Everett, Kincaid, Chig, Schultz, Otten, Knox, Hurst.
that's a lot of options.
I just play Ertz.
I don't necessarily mind Hayden Hurst this week, though. I feel like Hayden Hurst against Minnesota could be okay.
Could be fine. He's just not getting. He hasn't got enough work to like prove that he's even like he's not even gonna get a touchdown probably. Like,
Yeah, but
like looking at most of those players, I'm not really feeling it. The only guy that I'm really kind of feeling is maybe the Cowboys. The Cowboys tight end if he's available.
I do think
I
that
know
Jared Everett, though.
he's available in all the leagues.
Like Mike Williams went down, so Everett could get more involved. He had 6 targets, 6 catches last week, and he's playing the Raiders this week.
That's a good point.
Could be a really good option this week.
I'll tell you, I'm not playing Logan Thomas right now. I'm not playing Kincaid, Chig, Schultz, or Otten, Knox. I might play Schultz, might play Hurst, might play Everett, but I'm probably just going Ertz. I'm not playing Njoku because of the fire. There's just no point. You might as well just go Ertz.
I don't think he plays Schultz either. I think Hayden Hurst has more upside, but at the same time, I think Everett has more target percentage currently.
Did you hear about that shit with Njoku, man?
What?
Actually, there was a house fire. He burned the shit out of himself, and
I think that's what it was. So that's why he's not playing.
well, he's playing, but they're saying he's playing.
I thought they said he was out.
They might have, but like he was saying that he was playing. He's like, "Oh, no, I'm definitely playing." Like, all this shit. So I don't know.
I mean, I think Everett's my pick, honestly. If I had to pick one quarterback right now, or one tight end right now, I think Everett would be the guy with Mike Williams being out. He saw a decent amount of targets last week, and the Raiders matchup is pretty nice. So,
Kirk or Ridley for future weeks?
I mean, it has to just be Ridley, right?
I mean, I think I take Ridley, but they're both going to have hot weeks. It's going to be one or the other.
It's just really weird how Kirk's getting so much more usage right now currently.
What happened today? Because I didn't watch the game today.
Ridley got 2 catches, 38 yards, and a touchdown. But he only got targeted twice.
And Kirk had what?
And then Kirk was targeted 12 times, 8 catches, 84 yards.
It's just Christian Kirk for me.
Like
He's being
he went 14 targets
every week. He's being used more.
3 targets, 14, 6, and then 12.
Yeah, it's just Christian Kirk for me. He's being used a lot more than Ridley. Ridley got that one touchdown, and Ridley I think is the better player. Don't get me wrong, but they're using Christian Kirk so much more, and I don't think that changes. Like, if by week 3 that's happening, it's probably going to happen for most of the rest of the season, or week 4. I mean, sorry.
I mean, I don't know. Ridley last week, he went from 11 targets to 8 to 7 to 2. I think 7 to 10 or 7 to 8 is probably where you might see him usually, but I think too you have to take into consideration that he's going against what's his face.
Well, and they were ahead, all game. They didn't have to throw the ball that much. I don't know. They threw it a little bit still to Kirk, but I think that they're both going to have better weeks sometimes. But I'm probably just riding with Christian Kirk if I had to pick. And Christian Kirk's got that fat contract too. They're going to try to feed him the ball. I think Trevor Lawrence feels, I feel like they feel comfortable with him.
I mean, I think that if
they've got that rapport.
I think if you have both on your team and you can trade Ridley for a lot more, then by all means.
I just keep them both and play them. I don't know. Unless Ridley's got high trade value for whereas Kirk doesn't have that for some reason, just because of the high upside.
Yeah, I wouldn't trade Calvin for free, and I don't necessarily think it's like straight up panic mode, but I don't know.
Yeah. Richardson, Burrow, or Kirk this week?
I think isn't it just Richardson?
Let me get to something.
I mean, I'm not playing Burrow. I'll tell you that. So I'm either playing Kirk or Richardson. Kirk's been a beast all year long for fantasy. So.
Yeah, I go Kirk. It's a must-win game against Carolina. They got to get some touchdowns this week on the board. They're always going to get touchdowns on the board. Justin Jefferson's been an absolute god. And I think that continues today. I don't know if they're going to win because they like to throw the game away in the last minute, but probably go with Christian Kirk and then go from there. Burrow, you can't play. Burrow hasn't had one good week yet. He's basically been mid at best, and he's got that calf injury still lingering. Playing against Tennessee, not worth.
Yeah.
Anthony Richardson's coming off his injury and he's playing against the Rams. I'm probably just going Kirk Cousins this week, and then in future weeks you're probably going to do the same thing, just because there's just so much upside there. But it just feels weird probably to go with him over the other two guys, but it's the right move.
Yeah, I think it's Kirk for now. I think the week after that you're at Tennessee, you got Jacksonville. I think both those matchups you start Richardson. So Kirk this week and then Richardson probably the next two after that.
It might be Richardson the next two. It's close. See.
We'll just see how he bounces back today after that concussion with the Rams.
Yeah, he has Rams and then he's got Tennessee next week, so I don't know.
I think you just have to start Higgins in the next one. I know he's been really hit or miss recently, but Higgins he's a good player.
I'm not
that Tennessee matchup.
Bro, I'm sitting Godwin for like some serious like bums. I'm not playing Godwin at all right now.
Godwin is not great.
The quarterback's not hitting him, so it's like, and he's not catching the balls. So Mike Evans is that offense right now. Until Godwin can prove otherwise, I'm just going to sit him.
Godwin's a guy who's going to get 40 to 50, maybe 60 yards max each week, and if he doesn't get a touchdown, you're just going to get a very average day.
It's not worth it.
But you're not going to get a touchdown very often. You're going to get maybe 4 or 5, maybe 6 on the season. So you're going to have like six games where it's okay. The rest is going to be average. Like I'm not ever starting Godwin if I can avoid it. Judy at least has upside, even though I'm not. We got to see what he does the next few weeks. But Higgins is that guy. And he's got the Tennessee matchup. Tennessee's just been getting slain all year on the pass. It's not close.
I don't know how you sit Waddle or.
I almost want to say pull Olave out of your matchup or your.
That's what I want to say, but he's done really well this season. But then he's got a backup quarterback in today. I mean, obviously it's Jameis, right? But
yeah, he should still be good. I think they say he's officially out, or was
It's official.
Carr shoulders active for Week 4 against the Buccaneers.
Oh wait, what?
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta pull Jameis out my lineup. What the fuck?
He's active, bro. That's what I thought. I thought I saw that this morning.
Okay, well, Jesus. I, I'm probably just going Puka, Diggs, and Olave.
Puka, Diggs, Olave, drop. Don't play Waddle.
Don't play Waddle, I think. Yeah.
I don't know, man. That fucking Buffalo matchup.
It's really close, dude. It's like I was in the same boat as you. I was thinking the same. I mean, pull Olave out, but Olave's gotten 18 points like every single week in PPR.
No, I like Olave. I would say you're probably sitting Olave or Waddle this week, honestly. Olave, if you're just scared about the quarterback, like maybe Derek Carr not being 100% healthy, I don't know. But if that gives you your answer, then you're probably playing Nakua. So
I think you're playing Nakua and Diggs no matter what.
yeah.
Waddle, the issue with benching Waddle is that if you bench him, he's going to have the biggest game of all time. And if you play him, then he's going to have a 12 to 15 point week.
He'll get 4 points.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to get 4 no matter what. I think he's going to be in the 12 to 15 range, but I think Olave is probably in the 12 to 18 range. So it's just like,
yeah, it's the Bills, but defensive stuff too, man. I don't know. I think you just hit Waddle this week. I guess start 2 from that long list. Well, I'm crossing Judy off the list. I'm crossing Tutu off the list. I like Tutu, but we have better options. I mean, I think I for sure start Evans. Mike Evans is a must start at this point.
Evans has been a stud this season. And then I'm probably just playing Ayuk.
Well, I think it's Ayuk or Titans or Higgins.
No, I'm not playing Higgins over Ayuk. Ayuk has been like the centerpiece of the offense while healthy.
Yeah.
And it's an explosive offense. I'm playing Ayuk and Evans for sure. Higgins when he comes back to life, but dude, I almost broke my league's record. A league that's been around since like 2004, almost broke the record for the most points in a week last week, and the only reason I didn't was because of T. Higgins with his 4-point week. I think he comes back eventually. The question is when. Like, I mean, Burrow's not putting up enough numbers to support that entire offense, and Higgins is he's dropping passes, man.
Oh, he looked awful last week. I think he does bounce back against the Titans though, and has a really good game today. But I think you're right. I think if you have Ayuk, there's no point in like not starting the guy that's probably going to be guaranteed to have a good game for a guy that like more than likely will have a good game, but who knows?
I'm probably playing Tutu over him, to be fair.
I'm not going that low.
Should I start James Conner, Sutton, or Flowers in my flex today?
I think you're starting James Conner, honestly.
I think I'm starting James Conner also, just for, he's going to get some.
He's got the workload.
Zay Flowers in a PPR, though, ain't bad, right?
Yeah, but James Conner gets caught backfield catches, too. Cleveland defense is tough, man. I'm not really scared. I'm not really trying to play Zay Flowers this week, probably.
Yeah, that's good. Cleveland's got a good D. Yeah. I think they're going to dink and dunk him at least like 12, 13 points, though. If he gets a touchdown, then he gets a bunch. So I think he's going to probably get like 7 to 8 catches pretty easily.
Yeah. My biggest thing is if James Conner can show out against the Cowboys, then he could do it against the Niners. Probably, I mean, easier said than done. But I think he still was able to get 12 points, probably.
Yep. Yeah, James Conner's got a pretty nice floor too. I'm probably going James, but Zay Flowers a really close second. Sutton, I'm not really touching because the way they use him in that offense right now has been abysmal, and the offense has been trash to begin with.
Yeah, this next one I'm for sure.
Well, except for the rookies. Honestly, Marvin Mims is the freaking best guy on that offense, and they've been using him.
As someone who watches McLaurin rape his team every year, you're definitely playing McLaurin against Philly.
He's guaranteed to get some yards for sure, but I don't know how well we're going to do today. So
I'm not saying he's a must start, but over those guys, he's a must start.
yeah, Hopkins hasn't really shown out yet, and Sutton same deal, like we were just talking about.
Yeah.
Cousins or DJ and Kamara. Oh, Cousins or DJ, Kamara or Stevenson.
Is that like Daniel Jones?
Probably, yeah.
I mean,
I'm playing Cousins over pretty much anybody.
I think Cousins is your answer regardless of who the hell. Like, yeah.
Like the only other person I'm playing instead of like Cousins is like Tua, maybe Hurts.
Yeah, and then as far as Stevenson and Kamara, I think I just gamble on Kamara this week because I'm not a huge fan of Stevenson going against the Cowboys. I mean, James Conner did okay last week against them, but they already came out and said that Elliott's going to get some more workload too. I don't necessarily know if I buy it that much.
I don't buy it. I don't buy it.
I don't buy it, but at the same time, I still don't think even if Stevenson got the full workload, he would do that much better than Kamara, I guess.
If it was Kamara coming off an injury or something, I'd be like hesitant to play him. But like this is him coming off a suspension, and he's going to be hungry to go get some points and some yards. Like I'm starting, like I'm all hands on deck with Kamara right now. I'm playing him. They have no running game. Their running backs like Jamal Williams has been dog shit. Like Kamara. Wait, who was it? Who's playing them?
Well, Jamal Williams, he's on IR. He's been
injured. Okay, my apologies. Yeah, I was like, what? I missed something.
That's the biggest reason why he's been dog shit.
Yeah, that, and then Kendre Miller hasn't done shit. He was injured like first week or whatever, and then he's been trash. They have no running game. It's basically going to be the Kamara show right off the bat. So no touchdown hogs. So it's good stuff.
Yeah.
Zach Moss or a chain? I'm going to chain.
Are you?
Yeah.
So I have Zach Moss starting in my other lineup. I kind of had like a similar question, but Zach Moss has been so good lately.
Just against the Rams? I think he'll be fine. I think he's going to definitely get the workload he did last time. It's Baltimore. He got like 30 carries, which is insane. But and he's been a top 10 running back while healthy. But a chain should definitely still get a workload, and he has the ability, obviously, to go pop off, which is something I like.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm still going with Zach Moss. He's just been consistent the last 2 weeks. He's got a fucking ton of work. It gives you a chance.
Playing over Quadzilla.
I mean, it just gives you a chance to see a Chan in one more game against Buffalo. I think you go into the Giants, you go into the Carolina. Like that's when like you next week you can swap it out. I mean, obviously with Taylor potentially being back, you'll have to do it anyways. But
yeah, I mean Buffalo's not Denver, that's for sure.
Yeah,
but
they did get ran.
We'll see what happens saying that. Yeah, we'll see what happens in that. Yeah, Robinson ran all over him, but we also like almost lost that game.
Yeah.
Brutal.
This guy coming in here saying "Go Cowboys." What disrespect?
Yeah, disrespect to the stream, disrespect to our families. Hey, I got a question. So in a league, I've got Jameis Winston, Derek Carr, Andy Dalton, and Josh Dobbs. Who am I playing?
So Jameis Winston, who's not starting. Josh Dobbs, Andy Dalton.
Josh Dobbs against San Francisco, Andy Dalton against Minnesota, and Derek Carr against Tampa Bay.
I'll see it both with quarterbacks. Okay.
Yeah, I went and picked up Jameis off free agency because I was like, okay, I need to have one of these guys just in case, because I feel like that is the best situation, whichever one of those guys plays. But now that Derek Carr's playing, I'm like, if he gets, if they pull him out hella quick, then how am I doing there?
Well, Bryce Young's active, I think, so.
What's Bryce Young have to do with anything?
So you're not playing Andy Dalton.
Oh.
So it's either the Saints starting quarterback or Dobbs. I think you just go Derek Carr.
Damn, that blows. I'm not playing. I can't play Dobbs against SF, so you are right. That sucks, dude. That's going to be brutal.
Yeah. You can, but I just don't know if I would.
So much confusion at quarterback this week, man.
Nakua
like
or
all these...
Ayuk? Damn.
I want to go Nakua.
I think Nakua. was gonna say I feel like he's safer, but at the same time, I don't know if that's true. I like going Ayuk, man. I don't know. Ayuk's been pretty elite. Like when he's healthy recently, it's hard not to go Ayuk. Like I'm kind of leaning Ayuk right now.
I don't know. All I'm saying is that Puka's gotten 64 points this season without having a touchdown.
I mean, yeah.
You're right. Ayuk's been dominant when healthy. I'm playing him over most players. Like in that other question, the 2 flex, Ayuk, Terry McLaurin, Javonte. Ayuk's definitely going in that.
They both have very manageable defenses to go against too. That's the sad part. Like Indianapolis, dude.
I mean, Indy's a good. Yeah, it's going to be a good matchup. That's going to be nice.
I guess based off of how Puka's doing, you kind of have to go with Puka, right?
Yeah, I mean, they're in the same boat. They're in the same tier. And then Debo's questionable, and I don't know if he's playing for sure.
Yeah, I guess you just go Puka this week then, I guess. I think that's like safe. I don't know. I think Ayuk, like, he could do well, but at the same time, give him a week to kind of get healthier as well. Make sure he can fully play.
Yeah. Go Puka for now. That's where I'm at. They're in the same tier.
That's
Rashad White or Terry McLaurin.
It's Terry McLaurin for me. It's not even close for me. I just think Terry against the Eagles is going to be 10 points at least. Like, it should be fine.
It just sucks because Terry's been like a bottom end wide receiver 3 like all season long. He's the only game where he was viable was against Denver because he got that long touchdown.
I think he gets bounced back a little bit this week though, man. I mean,
I hope we bounced back from last week. That was disgusting. So
yeah, you can't do any worse.
It's hard to watch. Rashad White or Terry McLaurin.
And the Saints' defense is no slouch, man. Like, they have a pretty good run defense and stuff.
Yeah, I think I think Rashad, you can't play really against the Saints this week, so I'm going Terry. It makes sense. We're going to be behind too, so we're probably going to be chucking the ball.
Yeah, Terry.
On paper, we should be behind.
Terry always does pretty good against Slay, man. I don't know.
And it's full point PPR. I think it's worth.
Yeah.
Jacoby Myers or Sutton for the flex spot in PPR. Jacoby Myers all day long. Jacoby's. I get that you're concerned with the quarterback situation, but the thing is, it's worth it. Jacoby's the guy out in Las Vegas. So.
Yeah, I feel the same way. I can't get myself to play Sutton. He's done pretty well this year for the most part. Like, but even then, it doesn't feel.
He's been inconsistent. He's just been inconsistent. It's like they're not looking to hit him. Like when I went to the game, I was watching Sutton play, and I'm like, dude, he's open on I feel like he was open on a decent chunk of routes. I mean, he didn't look super explosive, but he was definitely open. But every time they're looking for Mims, they're looking for Jerry Jeudy, they're looking for whatever, and I don't know. It just didn't feel right to me. And then they finally would hit him, and then he dropped the pass, and I'm like, or he would get overthrown because Russell Wilson doesn't have an arm, dude. It's like, it was just a weird game.
He went five targets, 4 receptions, 32 yards, a touchdown the first game, kind of just saved by a touchdown. And then he had 7 targets against you guys, 5 receptions, 55 or 66 yards. It's not like the worst game.
He didn't look that great.
And then the next game against Miami, 11 targets, 8 receptions, 91, and a touch. Pretty good game.
Yeah, but they were behind forever, and they were down 70 points, and they had the ball 25 times.
Yeah, I with Chicago, this is the last week you can really play him. I mean, you're not playing him against the Jets, Kansas City, Packers, Kansas City, bye week, Bills. Like he's done for fucking 6 weeks. So this is the last chance to play him. If you really want to play him, and you feel that concerned about the quarterback situation with Vegas, I don't blame you. I think he'll be fine. I think logically that makes sense. It's just hard for me not to play Myers when he's got the best matchup you can possibly get with the Chargers. Even a backup quarterback, they're gonna have to throw the ball. The Raiders are gonna be behind. He's gonna get targets, so I'm not.
He gets open a lot as long as he doesn't get over under thrown a bunch. He gets open so much.
And that
he's just such an explosive wide receiver.
And that quarterback looked pretty good in preseason. I guess it's preseason, but he showed out. I mean,
he's not bad. Yeah,
it's not like you're benching Mahomes for a fucking backup and there's going to be a huge drop off. You're getting Jimmy G bench for a backup who could be a an upgrade. Like we just don't know. So there is some risk there, I guess, but I just think that the upside's there. I just hate playing Sutton, but
Yeah, me too.
I don't mind it this week.
Yeah, I almost rather play Sutton in a game where I know that they're going to be behind the whole game. Like Denver has a tendency to pull the foot off the gas. So, two flex: Ayuk, Terry McLaurin, Javante. Are we sitting Javante here?
Yeah.
I think we're 100% sitting Javante here. Just those other two guys should have work.
I think I like Javante's matchup against Chicago, but at the same time, it's just not enough. Like we've just seen him get 7 points, 7 points, 7 points. Like he hasn't done much yet. I want to see more before I play him. Terry against the Eagles, good matchup. I like it. He'll bounce back. Probably have his best game of the season. And then Ayuk is a stud. So
the thing about Denver is they're getting those rookies more involved every single week at the running back position. And then you got Samaje to contend with, and you got like it's just there's way too many mouths to feed. And then you got Russ, he runs a couple times. Like it's not worth it. The guy's not full speed yet either. He doesn't look nice when you watch him actually play at game speed.
Yeah, this next one's tough, dude, because I'm for sure starting Amari Cooper even with the backup quarterback. I'm starting
Garrett for sure.
I'm for sure doing Adam Thielen.
No, for me it's Thielen, Cooper, and Garrett Wilson. I just gotta go with those guys. Dotson hasn't been good enough to play. Palmer could eat for sure with Mike Williams' exit, but you never know if it's going to be. I mean, Palmer typically will step up. He's probably going to get like 6 catches or something.
I think that I start Palmer over Garrett Wilson this week.
Really?
He's got the Raiders matchup. Garrett Wilson has Kansas City. Tough defense. I mean, I just fully expect him to get fucking pummeled. I think Wilson could be good, but he's just such a wild card. I think Palmer actually comes back and does pretty well against the Raiders.
Well, then let me ask you this: are you playing Garrett Wilson over T. Higgins?
No.
Interesting.
It's like T. Higgins I like T. Higgins out of all those guys better. I start T over Amari, Thielen, all those guys. Thielen this week against the Titans will be good. I'm not concerned about T.
I am.
I mean, if he flops this week, I would for sure be concerned about T from here on out. But I think this week is a pretty good shoe-in.
Are you ever playing T over Jerome Ford?
Oh, yeah.
You're playing T over Tutu?
Yeah.
Damn, okay. You got more faith in him than I do. Jesus.
I mean, it's that, but also the Titans' defense, bro. They've been really, really bad against the pass all season long. He's due for a get-right game.
Well, then are you playing Jerome Ford or Tutu Atwell?
I think Tutu.
I think I'm just going to play Ford and Tutu and see what happens with T. If I lose, I lose, whatever.
I mean, yeah,
I can't do it.
You do your thing.
I can't play T. All right. Anyway. Gabe Davis or Pacheco. Yeah, so we agree to disagree on the Garrett Wilson Palmer thing, but it's close. I mean, I get where you're coming from with the Palmer. It's like he should eat this week. It's just we'll see what happens.
It's really just matchups, honestly. If they had a worse matchup than the Raiders, I would say yes. But Palmer as a wide receiver too against whoever the fuck the Raiders have, he's gonna be fine. Next week, I would probably go back to Garrett Wilson. I think this week is where you can do the Palmer thing.
I hate Pacheco so much.
Yeah, this next one is fucking Darth Rowe, dude. Who knows?
I hate Pacheco. I can't stand the kid. I just like.
He's been getting increased volume every week in rushing, though. Like he was.
I know he gets more
so
carries.
It makes sense that they're going to bring him in slowly.
He's just somebody that I don't touch with a 10-foot pole because it's just I don't know when to play him and when not to play him and
but that's the
how much to play him.
That's Gabe Davis on a fucking platter, though.
Oh, 100%. But it's just Gabe Davis this year has been a little bit more productive than Gabe Davis of previous years.
Yeah, and the matchups were pretty solid for the most part from here on out for Gabe Davis.
And against Miami, theoretically, they should be down, which should increase Gabe Davis's workload on those big plays.
Yeah, it's a big-time game where I think he should show out.
I want to play Gabe. That's just me. And see where the chips fall. But that could be just my hate of Pacheco. That could be because I think that he's going to have a big game because they're going against Miami. I don't know. We'll see. Kamara over Pierce for me any day of the week. I'm playing Kamara this week.
Yeah, Kamara over Pierce, not even close.
Like Kamara, if Kamara's coming off injury, then for sure I would think about it. I don't know, but he's off a suspension. He's ready to go. He's raring.
My gut is Gabe Davis, but my head says Pacheco. Like, I think Pacheco's a smarter play. I think he's safer. I think he has like pretty similar upside to Gabe Davis. So it's like it makes sense to go Pacheco over Gabe Davis. But my heart wants to go Gabe Davis. Like, I don't know. I feel like he's gonna do good this year or this game. So I'm not really sure if that helps, but
would you rather play Jordan Addison over DJ Moore?
Yeah.
Because DJ's going to be going against Pat Surtain probably all week, right?
I just don't think I play DJ unless I have to. I can't start anybody in that Bears offense and feel comfortable.
And then what about Breece Hall or Khalil Herbert?
Shit, I don't know. I'm benching Breece for Devontae Chain right now.
Right now I have Breece out. I have Khalil Herbert in.
It's hard for me to put fucking Breece.
I know. It's on Fantasy Pros it's 50-50, so it's like there's no help there.
Yeah, Herbert, I think against Denver, fuck it. It's the battle of the shit show. He should be okay.
It's a shit show, right? Yeah. So all right, anyway. So, Olave, Metcalf. I go Olave.
Yeah, I think you just go Olave.
He's the hot hand. The dude's been good every week. He should continue to do good. And then Jacobs or Walker, you got to go Kenneth Walker with Jacobs getting 4 points a week. Yeah. And they're probably going to get behind. They got a rookie, a young quarterback in there. They're probably going to be behind early, going to be throwing the ball. I like the matchup against the Chargers, but aside from that, it's just Walker.
Yeah, it's just Walker. He's been good all season long. There's no reason to believe he's going to slow down against the Giants.
Should I bench Debo for Tank or Tua or Tutu? I don't have any Tank Dell shares, but every time I look at my phone, I see that he has a touchdown.
It's just hard to say because Debo's somewhat hurt. Like, nobody knows to the extent of how much he's going to play. They're going to target him.
Uh-huh.
They get ahead, maybe they just don't play him that much. Like, it's tough to know how much to look into an injury, Like, I think I'd rather play Tutu over Tank with that matchup with the Colts. And honestly, this week, I don't necessarily hate going Tutu over Debo. I think Tutu's a lot for 10 points.
Yeah, you expect to, so.
I expect. I
go Tutu. That's fine.
I think I lean Tutu this week, see what they do, how it goes, and then adjust accordingly from there on out.
I think Tank has more touchdown upside. Like, if he gets that touchdown, then he's going to be, right in contention. But Tutu's he's got that confirmed workload that's just going to be there. So,
yeah.
Start 2, Madison, Warren, Rashawn. I'm just going Madison, Rashawn.
Ooh.
You going Warren?
You're not going Warren?
I don't like Warren.
He's pretty shit, but
their entire running game just feels like ass to me.
Yeah, Rashawn's not much better. Like,
Rashawn's not much better, but Rashawn has upside. Like, Rashawn has the capability to, like, put up some serious points. Whereas I feel like Jaylen Warren does not.
I don't know, man. Both of them have good matchups this week, too, so it's hard to even say.
Jaylen Warren's getting 3 carries the first week, 6 carries second week, 8 carries third week, and then 5, 4, and 3 receptions. He has no touchdowns yet. I'd rather just play Rashawn and hope for upside.
Yeah, but he's the same way. 5 carries, 4, 8.
Yeah, but Rashawn's younger. Jaylen Warren's been in the league longer, and he's supposed to be a bigger piece of the offense with Najee sucking, and he hasn't really been that big of a piece of the offense. All of a sudden, last week, they gave Najee 19 carries. Like, Najee hasn't done anything, and yet they just all of a sudden decided, you know what, we're going to give Najee all the carries this week against the Raiders.
All right, there's a report saying that Rashawn will gradually see enhanced role. So if that's true,
And he should.
and if he gradually gets to 10 carries this week, he'll outscore Warren.
Rashawn was Bijan's backup in Texas, man. I mean, he was a good player, but his light was hidden by Bijan.
You're saying he learned a few things from watching Bijan play?
I'm not saying he learned anything from him. I'm just saying that he's better than people think because he was a backup.
I don't mind it. The Denver matchup's too appealing. Fuck it. Just go Rashawn.
Start two. Yeah, but Madison's your lock on that, by the way. Start two, Waddle, Pittman, Myers, Hopkins.
I think you have to go Waddle Pittman here. As much as I don't like Pittman as a player, I think he's been
I
consistent.
know. He's been getting the workload. I like Myers a lot, but I think it's Waddle, Pittman.
Yeah.
Miles Sanders or a chain.
I think you go Sanders, but it's almost worth the gamble to go Chain.
Yeah, it sucks to not pick a guy after he scores 4 touchdowns for you because he was probably on your bench last week and you were kicking yourself for it.
Yeah, I mean, I think I just go Miles Sanders, but it's going to be tough to watch. I mean, you're going to be holding your breath the whole time. I'll tell you this: if a Chain can get a touchdown and crush it against the Bills, like you could feel pretty comfortable like starting him next week, pretty much. Unless all of a sudden Jeff Wilson comes back and they go, okay, now it's Jeff Wilson time. Like, you just never know.
Yeah, I think if he gets like 10 touches and does really well with them, then you can start playing him.
Yeah, to go above Miles Sanders, it's almost like they're almost in that same tier right now for me. But it's hard to not give it to Miles Sanders currently, just with the confirmed workload.
Breda, Kelly, Ford, Gabe Davis, Michael Thomas, pick 1 running back, 1 wide receiver, 1 flex. That's brutal.
I mean,
Jerome Ford, for sure.
Yeah, I think you're going Ford, Davis, Michael Thomas.
Yeah, I can get behind that. If Kelly did more of his carries, I'd be a little happier. Breda should actually get the workload today with Saquon out, or tomorrow, whatever the game's at.
Breda against Seahawks might be okay.
What's Michael Thomas been up to these days? Because I don't have any shares because I hate him.
He's kind of like a consistent 9-point guy. Like,
oh my god,
he gets 8 to 9 targets a game. He'll catch 5 to 7 of them, and then he'll get 50 to 60 yards. So if he gets a touchdown,
it's like 11 points PPR roughly.
Yeah, so it's usually about like 8 to 9. So
okay, well, if that's the case, obviously I think Brady gets more points than that, to be honest with you. So I'm probably going with Gabe Davis, Jerome Ford, and Breda, and benching Kelly and Michael Thomas.
Kelly's a no star for sure for me. I just don't know if.
Yeah, I can't play him. I can't play him because he had it as opportunity and he just didn't do anything.
I just don't know if you start Breda or Ford.
Thomas is so consistent, dude. The same. No, Ford I got to play. He's going to get a touchdown for sure.
I don't know if that's the case, man.
I think it's the case. Ferguson. I'll let you think about that, all right? And we'll talk Ferguson Ertz.
I think I just play Ferguson.
I think you have to. Ertz is he's a little old. He's going against SF this week. You know, Ferguson's been honestly one of the better sleeper tight ends in the league so far. Like just good enough. Like it's he's not doing great, but he's doing better than most of the guys.
Yeah. Waddle, Higgins 2-2, Josh Palmer, Godwin, start 3. Waddle, Higgins 2-2 are my guys I'm going with. No point going Palmer over that.
Did we see that one earlier, or is it something really similar?
I think just similar.
That's crazy. Yeah, no, that's where I'm going to.
I think you
Chain or Metcalf.
Yeah, just go Metcalf.
Metcalf just feels like the safer play. You're going to get the confirmed points.
I get the excitingness behind the guy that just scored for 40 points, but I think starting
these guys
Metcalf
are
is a little much.
These guys are all going to fucking hate us if a chain goes off today.
I like a chain. It's not over some of these guys, man.
I'm not ready, man. I'm not ready to do it. I can't. You know, like it's not like he's the only back in that offense. Like they still have Raheem Mostert, who's an absolute stud. So, if it was just him and we were like, all right, he's the workhorse, then great. But he's not.
I'm not
I'm
playing.
not playing Josh Downs.
I think I just go Cooper, bro. I mean, I get that he's got a backup quarterback, but Dorian Thompson looked pretty decent in preseason. I don't mind him for a game, and I think that Cooper is such a great talent that like he'll be okay.
Wait, Dorian Thompson's playing today?
Yeah,
I actually like that better.
he's just something to prove, man. He's gonna go out there and I don't know. We'll see.
Dude, he's better. I honestly do think he's better than
Watson.
what's his name? Yeah, what's his name? The guy who touches women.
The woman toucher.
The woman toucher.
Hollywood, man. Oh, that's a tough one.
I'm going Gabe Davis. Just for the upside.
Yeah, it's just. I think that Gabe Davis just. I like him this week, man. I don't know. I don't like Hollywood against the Browns that much, to be honest.
Thanks, Sean. Missed you too, man. Been a minute. Been busy. Been crazy world we're living in. Pick one running back, one flex, PPR, Kelly Moss, a chain, Pickens, Nico, Tank.
That's a lot of fucking. Let's just.
It's a lot of firepower.
First off, can we drop Kelly? Kelly is just. He's droppable. You're not playing him ever again. Just get him out of the lineup. To get off the team.
We can take Kelly off the list for sure. Zach Moss has the most confirmed workload at running back out of that list.
I still think that I'm going Moss over a chain this week. I just the volume, like we just know what's gonna happen with Moss. He's gonna be fine. I think if you bench him and then a chain doesn't do much, you're gonna be really kicking yourself.
Can you find a way to put a chain into the flex over Pickens, Nico, and Tank?
I just don't know if I would.
I don't know if I would, but I think it's close enough that you could.
Yeah, I mean,
and it wouldn't be wrong.
I just don't. My issue is I don't know if Nico's the guy or Tank's the guy. Nobody fucking knows. You know, like it's just gonna vary one week to another. They're both gonna start. I think I want to lean Nico Moss out of that list, but Nico does have the chance to disappoint. So it's gonna be an interesting week to kind of hopefully shows us more about the Houston wide receiver competition here, and yeah. So I'm just.
I don't know how much.
I'm going Nico Moss.
I don't know how I'm supposed to bench Jerome Ford.
Welcome back, King. We missed you. I'm going Richardson over Fields. He's been the guy. He's a Russian quarterback. He's got as much upside as Fields. So there's no need to shoot for Fields' upside when he hasn't been hitting it when Richardson has. So I do think
You say Rich? Yeah.
I think the Fields matchup this week against the Broncos was great for him. He could bounce back. He could drop 20, 30 points. But I think that there's no point in risking it. Like, I want no part in Fields right now.
Waddle or Nakua? I'm going with Nakua. Need the upside.
Nakua just is destined for more targets. He's got a great matchup against the Colts. I think this is another week where you can play Nakua over Waddle. Let Waddle settle back in and see what happens. Waddle's a guy that's very hit or miss.
There's a lot of weapons on the team. It's turning into the Chiefs. Right now they're feeding all the mouths, but wait until the moment when they can't because they play a tough team.
Because they play the Bills.
Yeah, that's today. Today they can't feed all the mouths. They'll feed some of them. If they do, then they're next level. They're probably Super Bowl contenders along with the Niners.
You're supposed to send Ford to waivers?
I can't send Ford to waivers, unfortunately, but I have no idea like who to play. I'm like, I've got Ford, Tutu, and T. Higgins, and I'm like, I'm keep going back and forth between them. I just switched it to have T. Higgins and Tutu in, and I'm like feeling kind of sick about it. If Jerome Ford gets like a receiving touchdown somehow, then I'm an idiot.
I think benching Ford's fine, but that's just me. I do you.
You think Ford gets a receiving touchdown today, though?
It's so hard to predict that for a running back. Like, I don't think so. And he's got the backup quarterback, dude. You don't know how it's going to work out. This guy runs a lot more than Watson does. Like,
Ayuk is a must start.
I think it's better to wait and see. Ayuk is pretty close to must start, yeah.
He's about as close to must start as you can get without being one. Sky Moore, Paris Campbell, Juju, Shaheed, or Calvin Austin.
Yeah, I wanted to first say before we dive into this, Sean, that is not a playoff winning question.
Oh my god.
No, just kidding.
Is it Shaheed, bro? No, I mean they got the different quarterback in. Oh no, they don't.
I mean, I
I
kind
keep
of,
getting all these teams messed up. Yeah, they do.
as disgusting as it is, I think Sky Moore is the guy.
What?
He's been bouncing back the last couple of weeks. Not
We talking Sky Moore on this channel right now?
It's like Sky Moore over Paris Campbell. Tell you that.
Guys, we're answering all the questions this week. We're talking Sky Moore questions this week. This is crazy.
I mean, I just don't see a world in which you can start Paris Campbell. Matchup's decent, but
You-
does that mean
you-
shit?
You right, J9. You right.
And you're not playing Juju.
Kill me.
Juju's dog shit. I played Paris Campbell over Juju. That's how dog shit Juju is.
All right. Sky Moore did have a little bit of bounce back. Playing against the Jets.
I don't like the matchup.
But damn, dude, I hate it. I hate all those. And Calvin Austin is like a nice sleeper, dude.
I don't like how he has like one. He's got one good play and like also like I think it's
Yeah,
cheater
it's
Sky
not
Moore
enough.
for me for sure. I just don't know which one.
The annoying part is they're giving Calvin Austin the targets. They're just not doing anything with them.
He just didn't see much this last week. He got 2 targets, dude. He got 4 the week before. Like it's hard to be a consistent fantasy player if you're only getting 2 to 4 targets a game. Whereas
All right, if J9 traded for Sky Moore, I'm playing Sky Moore. We're just doing it.
Sky Moore has been getting more targets as the week's been going on. Like I think we know that Sky Moore is probably their most preferred receiver. For some reason, they keep him in the game. Like you see MVS, you see Sky Moore, and those are the 2 guys that they run routes the most. Kadarius Toney. I don't know.
And then I don't think Lattimore's shutting Evans down in any way, shape, or form. Nobody can shut Evans down.
Yeah, Evans is that guy.
Evans is what you call that guy.
I told everybody before the year. I said my guy Evans is going to crush it with Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield is a top 6 deep passing quarterback.
Hey, before 10 o'clock though, we got to tell J9, dude, you can't play JJ over Sky Moore.
I'm confused. I traded.
He says doesn't mean I'm starting him this week though. I got Palmer and JJ. You got to play Sky Moore instead of JJ, dude. It's not even a question.
I mean, if you traded for him, you must believe heavily, right?
Yeah, so you got to play him over your number 1.
You know, I'm always bringing the difficult questions to the channel.
Honestly, I'm probably playing Palmer over JJ too. So, no, I'm just kidding. Obviously,
you might get Brock Bowers next season. That'd be sick, dude. I forgot that was a thing. That's another reason to have more first-round draft picks next year. Sheesh.
I want some good picks next year, man. I haven't looked into this class at all that much, but like
Brock Bowers
I like some of the quarterbacks.
He's like the next best tight end. Like he's the guy that's probably going to be better than Pitts and like all those guys that were supposed to be like legendary tight ends.
I feel like we hear that though every
year,
couple of years, where there's a generational tight end.
He's built different right now though, bro. I gotta say, like I think he actually could be the generational one. We'll see.
Holy shit, we get to watch some good football finally. Jesus. All right, time to go watch that Eagles-Redskins game.
Yeah, we'll catch you guys later. Thanks for coming in. You know, y'all the best. Good luck.
You're the best. So long, I can't stop. Stay with me.